So last week, I released a video expecting there to be an album announcement coming soon, and we are so close to that. But even though we don't have an official announcement just yet, we do have a lot of teasers to go over. So to get you prepared for this album release and in the right mindset to get excited for it, we are going to be talking about every single teaser on TMM, and that spans all the way back to spring of last year. Now, I'm not sure exactly how YouTube is going to feel about me showing these videos. I think it'll be okay, but regardless, I'm going to be talking about each video, partly to make sure there's enough space between each video so I don't get flagged or whatever, but also just to give you information about them, because it's been, like I said, over a year since we've been getting these teasers, so there's kind of a lot to cover. And of course, while you're watching this video, if you find it entertaining, you enjoy this at all, find it informative, I would encourage you to please subscribe. And if you'd like to further your discussions about TMM and all things AJR, feel free to join the Discord, which is linked in the description below. All right, so without further ado, let us get started. And the first teaser we're going to go over, the first teaser we ever saw for TMM was back on April 3rd of 2022, and it's with this one. Now, of course, we all know this to be an instrumental section for the song I Won't, the official first single off of TMM. Now, I don't really need to talk about this song too much since it's been released for over a year now, but they teased the song for several months after they started the initial tease, and it was released on July 29th, so it actually has been almost exactly a year ago. And then not too long after, not even a month later, we got a new teaser for a new single on August 21st with this.
All right, guys, look what we just made.
And just like with that last teaser, we know this song has already come out. It is The DJ Is Crying for Help. Now, for some reason, I just really vividly remember this time period because I just remember there being so much excitement specifically for this song. Just reading in the comments, everyone just wanted to hear what the song would be. And to our appreciation, they did end up releasing this song on November 18th of last year. But before that song was released in November, we did get another teaser in September 22nd of last year with this.
All right, look what we just made.
Now, this song is still a mystery. We don't know exactly the title of the song, but a lot of people are just calling it the marching band song. And it's called that for obvious reasons because it sounds like a marching band playing this. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Ordinary-ish People, how they have that same marching band style. And because of that, I don't know, I'm just really intrigued by this song. It is one of the ones that I'm most anticipated to hear finally come out. And part of that is the anticipation because this was in September of last year, so this is like almost a year ago that they've been teasing this song, and I just really am excited to finally hear it, but also because just the instrumentation. I personally think that is where AJR flourishes with all these different instruments and just being super creative with that style. So this is one that I'm marking that I'm just like crazy excited to hear when it finally comes out. So we had that teaser, we had The DJ Is Crying for Help in November, and also in November we got this. Now, this was one of the most exciting posts that we saw in this time period because it kind of just solidified this new era, right? And in this teaser, we hear what, at least at the time, I thought was going to be the overture for the album. Now, if you've been watching my videos, of course, you know that this later was debunked because they told us that there's not going to be an overture for this album. However, just to give a little bit more optimism, they did mention recently that the opener and closer for this album is going to be really good, like one of their best that they've produced from an album. But as far as this teaser goes, it's mostly referred to as 1-2 Pandemonium, and that's obviously because of the lyrics in there. But what's interesting about it is that it kind of starts off with this different part. It has this like Disney-esque vocal line that's interrupted by that 1-2 Pandemonium. So the question is this just one song, or is this kind of like a mashup of songs that they made just for this teaser. In my opinion, that's exactly what I think it is. I think they wanted to mark this as the era and wanted to display that with a few different songs. And given the fact that we know there's not going to be an overture, there's not going to be a mashup of different songs in the album, it sounds like they kind of just put some together and we're like, hey, here's the overall feeling of what the album's going to be. But of course, I'm nothing without your wonderful thoughts. So in the comments below, let me know what you think they're going to do with this song. I personally have heard a lot of ideas on what this could be. And honestly, what I've heard from people is that this is like one of their favorites, like one that they're really excited to hear. So if you're in the camp of like this being the one that you're really excited about, let me know. All right, this next one is technically not a teaser, but they did tease an idea back on April 3rd of this year, saying that they expect to have a song on TMM with 6 different tempo changes. 6 different tempo changes? That, to me, sounds crazy sauce, but, I mean, this is AJR, so I'm willing to bet they can pull it off. I just think that I guess I'm a little worried about it because the average listener hearing this might find it a little jarring to hear it change tempo 6 times. But I guess we'll just have to see when it comes out, right? Like I said, I trust AJR with doing this. If anyone can make a song with 6 different tempo changes, AJR would be the ones to do it. But I guess just something else to mention about this is that this was mentioned 4.5 months ago, and they didn't release a teaser for it or anything, so there's a chance that this song was scrapped. I think considering the fact that they did post this on socials, it means that they're likely going to have this song on the album, but I guess we're gonna just have to wait and find out. Now, the next moment we had wasn't, again, another teaser, but it was when AJR released God Is Really Real on July 3rd. I talked a lot about this song in a previous video and actually multiple videos. And of course, this was a very deep and real moment in this timeline, but it was obviously very important. Since the song is already out and I'm sure you all know a lot about it, we don't have to talk about it too much, but if you'd like to hear more information about that, again, check out the videos I've already done. And now we're getting into a time period that happened in the last week or so, which is crazy to think, where there were 2 new teasers. So that first one that we got was on August 9th with this one. And this one, I definitely find myself just humming along all the time. But anyway, this song is, I guess, referred to as the whistling song. Very creative song title there, fan base. Now, this one we've seen teased multiple times. So we saw this in, I think it was 2 different locations so far on stage. And it seems like, at least to me, that they're really big on this song. Like, they want this one to be seen several times so that people have it in their head so that they're ready for this and are excited for it when it is released, whenever that is. Now, I share this opinion with a lot of people, and that is that this song is very westerny, which is a very interesting choice to go with the style of the song. But honestly, like, I am just really excited that they're choosing to be unique with their styles, because they have a song that's like a marching band, a song that is supposed to change tempo 6 different times in the song. They got a Western song. Like, it's really unique. It is very, very much AJR to be diverse with their style, and it'll be really interesting to see how this album plays out as you're listening to it as a whole. And the final and most recent teaser we got was on August 15th with this.
Sorry if I can't see how I'm screwed, but hey, what can you do? I'm a touchy-feely fool.
This one is Touchy-Feely Fool, and honestly, hearing this one had me feeling so good about this album. This song definitely passes the vibe check, and in my opinion is kind of like the most radio friendly and well put together song that we've heard in this collection of teasers that we've mentioned today. With that being said, I mean, like, I loved all these teasers that we've discussed today, but like this one is like top notch. Not to mention, when they posted this video, when they teased it, they had a title saying the album is ready. So if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. So to me, this teaser kind of just said that they're ready. And it was just like the perfect song for that. And I just can't wait. And it's only just a matter of time before we see all these songs complete. Now, before we go, I just wanted to do a quick recap on all the songs that we mentioned that are not released yet. So, starting off, we had the marching band song. Then we had 1-2 Pandemonium, which also included possibly another song. We had the song that's supposed to have a 6-tempo change mix in there. We had the whistling song, creative name, and Touchy Feely Fool. So with all those listed, in the comments, I want you to let me know which song you are most excited for. For me, honestly, just looking at this list, it is very difficult to choose. I love the vibe of Touchy Feely Fool. The whistling song, I'm just curious how that'll work out. 1-2 Pandemonium sounds like an intro, and it just sounds like a whole lot of fun. And the marching band song, just like, so cool. It's like, it's the vibe that I look for with AJR. But that, my friends, is everything I wanted to mention in this video. But of course, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and join the Discord so we can talk more AJR. But thank you so very much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, peace.